All right, Shalom. Before we start, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, and Shalom to you sisters out there that listen and learning. All right, this is gonna be a news and privacy update. We're gonna go through a few articles I got, and link them up with the scriptures. Lord willing, you'll be edified. All right, I want to start with this one. You know, and all right, they got storms going on over, over in the West Coast. Over in California, called an I think it's called an atmospheric river. All right, so it says storms dumps record rain on LA, unleashing floodwaters that damage homes and homeless encampments. All right, and pray for the brothers and sisters over there that's in California, the believers. All right, I'm keeping y'all in my prayers, man. Lord willing, y'all make it through. All right, He'll keep y'all protected, keep you safe, from the dangers. All right. It says Los Angeles AP, a storm of historic proportions dumped a record amount of rain over parts of Los Angeles on Monday, sending mud and boulders down hillsides dotted with multi-million-dollar homes, while people living in homeless encampments in many parts of the city scrambled for safety. About 830,000 people statewide were without power Monday afternoon. It says the storm was the second one fueled by an atmospheric river to hit the state over a span of days. It says virtually all of Southern California was under flash flood advisories and watches, including the Los Angeles area, where between 5 and 10 inches of rain have fallen and more was expected, according to the National Weather Service. All right, you can see the pictures, search and rescue, trying to get people, man, trying to help people out. And like I said, Lord, you brothers and sisters over there, the believers, the Lord will keep y'all safe, man. From the time that this time right now. Let's keep reading. It says so far officials have attributed 3 deaths to the storm that first hit Northern California. It says crews were rescuing people from swift moving water in various parts of Southern California on Monday. Among those rescued were 2 homeless people who spent the night on a small island in the Santa Ana River in Santa Bernardino, about 55 miles east of Los Angeles, authorities said. It says they were cold and exhausted from a night out stranded on this little patch of dirt that was in the middle of the river, said Captain Nathan Lopez of the San Bernardino County Fire Department. A dog and 2 cats were also saved. All right. It said nearly the Hollywood Hills flooded waters carried mud, rocks, and household objects downhill through Studio City, damaging at least 2 homes, city officials said. 16 people were evacuated. All right, and I'm gonna put the rest in put this Lord willing, if I remember to put the link in the description. You can go read it for yourself, but this is what's happening, man. In the Lord, let's get Isaiah 29 and 6. It says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and with great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. All right, the Lord, sending storms and earthquakes and all things throughout the earth. Let's get this. Second Esdras 9 and 1, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And he's visiting, man. It said, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And the Lord is visible in the world which he made through storm, earthquakes, and all these different natural disasters. All right. And he's doing all this. Now we know that Esau Edom has this what's it called? The harp, the harp system. You know, they can because they been blessed with the sword and they can do certain things. All right. So they can you know, like a lot of people believe that Hurricane Katrina was of the harp. You know, a lot of people believe that. All right. So this is what's happening, man. All right, like I said, you brothers and sisters over there, I hope y'all be safe, man. The Lord, you know, keeps you protected. All right. I want to go to now I want to go to this real quick. The People's Voice TV. Look at this. It says American leaders signed WEF treaty to ration meat, electricity, and gas. All right. Let's look at that word ration real quick. Excuse me. It says ration. All right, a food allowance for one day. This is a share, especially as determined by supply, ration or rationing, to supply with or put on rations, to distribute as rations, often used without, to distribute equitably, to use sparingly. All right. So you get a portion, you get a ration, man. Let's go further than that. Let's see what let's go over here real quick. Let's go to ration.
Ration.
It says a fixed amount of commodity allowed, Salakia, a fixed amount of commodity officially allowed to each person during a time of shortage, as in wartime. You know, so you get a fixed amount. You get a portion of something. All right. It says not verse 2, definition 2, allow each person to have only a fixed amount of a particular commodity. So they want, they want to give you a certain fixed amount, really. All right, a certain portion. you know, like who do these people think they are, man? All right. So it says American leaders signed WEF treaty to ration meat, electricity, and gas. It says, we'll skip that. Down here it says, unfortunately, the Polish people were not laughing at the time. Go ahead to read up. It says, want to hear a communist era joke from the Soviet Union? Do you know what a Polish sandwich looks like? The joke went, 2 slices of bread and a ration card for the meat in between. Wow. It says, unfortunately, the Polish people were not laughing at the time, and we won't be laughing either in the near future if the global elite are allowed to continue destroying our rights and freedoms and replacing them with their techno-communist vision of total technocratic control. It says this evil plot against humanity has been in the works for years, and now we are seeing the first signs play out before our very eyes. And we'll skip that. It says the global elite have successfully penetrated the cabinets of Western democracies, ushering in an era of disastrous policies that are destroying the economy from the inside out and stoking unprecedented division in society. It says the next phase of the global elite's plan involves penetrating the universities and the high earners, and it appears the highest earners in our society have already taken their 30 pieces of silver and sold their souls to the devil. And these people are the devil anyway. The high earners, the wealthy people of the society, the Rothschilds, the the Rockefellers, all them. They're the physical devil. The spiritual demon Satan is the devil, or they answer to. This is according to a report from the from the Committee to Unleash Prosperity, CUP. America's wealthiest citizens fully support the WEF's plan to ration gas, electricity, and meat and dairy products for the general public in order to allegedly fight climate change. Right. This is as New American Report. The polling data reveals widespread support for policy designed to force compliance with the WEF's net zero agenda. It says 70% of higher income Americans overall and almost 90% of those from top universities agree with the WEF and support the plan to strictly ration gas, meat, and electricity in America to combat climate change. In fact, nearly 60% of such people believe there's too much liberty, too much freedom in America, even though objectively speaking we are less free than ever before. Right? You don't have no freedom here. Your freedom, they're going to take your freedom is diminishing by the year. Let's get let's get this real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 10. And one that says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless." And they're robbing people, man. Ration gas, meat, and electricity. Who do they think they are, man? They want to keep everything to themselves. That's what it is. These people are demons, real demons. They don't have no right to do that. All right. It says, in case you are wondering what real people think about the idea of rationing gas, meat, and electricity, and handing over moral rights and freedoms of the global elite, 63% of Americans, the vast majority, oppose the above rationing policy. You can read the rest for yourself. I'll put the link in the description, Lord willing, I remember. So these people these people are this is what they really think they are. They want to play the Most High. All right. 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. He wants to play the Most High. They have a God complex. All right. Ezekiel 28:1. The word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am the Most High. I sit in the seat of the Most High in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not the Most High. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasuries, or treasures, Salakia. And this is talking about Esau, Edom. All right. Verse 5. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic, thou hast increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Now, this got to be talking about Esau, Edom, because they control the traffic, right? They control everything, right? Let's look at this word traffic. Down here, merchandise traffic trade. All right, merchandise traffic. So they control everything, and they control that, because Revelation 18, I believe it is. Yeah, Revelation 18 and 15. The merchants of these things, which were made The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off, for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, the great city. Wait a minute. Yeah. It says, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? All right, and they cast. Oh, that's what I wanted up here. The men for Babylon. I'll just jump into it. It says, and the merchants of her, verse 11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls, and fine linen and purple and silk, and scarlet and all thine wood, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass and iron and marble, and cinnamon and odors, and ointments and frankincense and wine, and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses, and chariots and slaves and souls of men. All right. And then it reads down here, the fruit, Salakin out the fruit. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off, and we read that. All right. So, these people control the merchandise, control the traffic, and these other nations buy, get rich off of her. All right. So these people have a God complex. They want to play the Most High. All right. They want to sit in a temple of God, which is the temple is your body, and they're going to do that through the RFID hip. All right. But this is wicked, and they got to be. And this not. If this happens, then hey, you people are just blinded at this point. You people are stupid, blinded, and you want it to happen. All right. We read this. This is security news this week. China's hackers keep targeting U.S. water and electricity supplies. All right. It says, I don't want to read all that. China's hackers keep targeting U.S. water and electricity supplies. It says, for years, Western security officials have warned about the threat of China collecting data about millions of people and the country's hackers infiltrating sensitive systems. This week, Federal Bureau of Investigation Director Christopher Wray said hackers affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party are constantly targeting U.S. critical infrastructure, such as water treatment plants, the electrical grid, and oil and gas pipelines. Wray's testimony at a House subcommittee on China came as the FBI also revealed it removed malware from hundreds of routers in people's homes and offices, and that had planted by the Chinese hacking group Vault Typhoon. China's hackers are positioning on American infrastructure in preparation to wreak havoc and cause real-world harm to American citizens and communities and communities. Salakia, Wray said in the public appearance, low blows against civilians are part of China's plan. The FBI director added that China has a bigger hacking operation than every other major nation combined, and claimed that if all the FBI cyber focused agents were assigned to work on issues related to China, they would still be outnumbered by at least 50 to 1. While concerns about the scale of China's espionage and cyber operations are new, the U.S. intelligence community has been increasingly vocal and worried about critical infrastructure being targeted by Vault Typhoon and other groups. The threat is extremely sophisticated and pervasive, NSA officials warned in November. In May 2023, Microsoft revealed it had been tracking Vault Typhoon intrusions at communications and transportation infrastructure, among other critical infrastructure in U.S. states and Guam. All right. So China's trying to get at the U.S., man. All right, they're trying to take down the water, what they say, the water. It's a lot, yeah, yeah. It says such as water treatment plants, the electrical grid, and oil and gas pipelines. All right, and they're trying to get at that. And they do that. These people are gonna bug out real quick. Come on, cuz. Go over here, bro. Let's go to Matthew 24. All right, Matthew 24 and 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." All right. So they successfully attack, the water, the electrical grid. That could bring a famine. You know, and other things, right? Riots. Just mass. They said they want to wreak havoc. You know. So if they start, wreaking havoc, if they start, attacking the U.S. water, infrastructure and stuff like that, and cause havoc, that's gonna bring riots and just mass murder, mass death, mass destruction. But it's all of the Lord anyway. All right, but Lord will not remember that. You can read the rest on that. And the Eliyahu woman brought this out. X marks the spot. 2 solar eclipses in 7 years. And, if you can see this, the first one was in 2017, and this one's coming up in they say April 8th. April 8th, 2024. All right. If you've been, paying attention, right? This is symbolic. X marks the spot. The Lord is Xing out Babylon the Great. All right, like they X out the Messiah here. The Lord is gonna X out, Babylon the Great. All right, America, by destroying it. It says it has been said. It's been said that on average, a total solar eclipse can be seen from the same place only once every 375 years. The methodology used by whoever calculated this number is unknown, and it's debatable whether there can even be a definitive methodology for such a calculation. All right. I'll keep reading. It says, for instance, how many points on Earth do you use to arrive at an average number of years? It says, but regardless of the math, there is no denying the fact that a solar eclipse is a relatively rare event for any given place. So for an area to get not one but two solar eclipses is in just 7 years is a truly remarkable occurrence. It says an area spanning parts of Missouri, Illinois, and Kentucky will be the nexus of the next 2 solar eclipses to occur in the U.S. on August 21st, 2017, April 8, 2024, because the 2017 eclipse travels across the country from northwest to southeast, and the 2024 eclipse makes its way through the nation from the southwest to the northeast. The two paths cross each other and create a zone of overlapping totality of almost 9,000 square miles, or roughly the size of New Jersey. All right. And as you can see in the picture, X marks the spot. And this came out 2016. All right. So, hey, call all your Habashim Yahweh, man. This place is finished. Through. Let's get one real quick. it works on me. Real quick, come on. Genesis 1 and 14, it says, and Alahayim, if you know Genesis 1, the word for God is Alahayim. All right, the Most High, well, through the Yahweh Shah and the angels were the ones who created the heavens and the earth. All right, not the Most High, but he gave the blueprint. It says, and the Alahayim said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. All right, and let them be for lights in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth, and it was so. So these things are for signs and for seasons and for days and for years, man. All right. Let's see what the word sign says. This is a sign, signal, a distinguishing mark, banner, remembrance, omen. All right, an omen. Warning, token, ensign, standard, miracle, proof. So an omen is an omen, man. X mark the spot. That's an omen. Luke 21 and 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon. I'll read that again. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. All right, these are for signs. There are going to be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars. X marks the spot. That's a sign, man. That's a omen. All right, let's see if we can look that up real quick. Define omen. All right. It says an event regarded as a portent or of good or evil, prophetic significance. All right.
Omen.
It says portent, sign, signal, token, forewarning, warning. All right, foreshadowing, prediction, forecast, prophecy. All right. A hint, straw in the wind. So this is a prophetic significance, a prophetic sign. What does it mean when someone says it's an omen? If you say that something is an omen, you think it indicates what is likely to happen in the future and whether it will be good or bad. And for America, it's bad, man. All right, her appearance at this moment is an omen of her disaster. All right, so this is bad for America. All right, and hey, as we continue to go on, it's gonna get worse and worse. All right, so hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to you brothers and sisters out there. I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you sincere sisters out here that's listening and learning. All right, Lord willing, the lesson is edifying. Until the next video, shalom.